All right, it is Saturday, April 11th, 2026. We're here at the Del Mar Fairgrounds in Del Mar, California for the Good Guys meet. I've been covering this one for years. I don't know how many years. I'll have to check later on. Maybe I'll put it in the video. This one always brings out a lot of great vehicles. Originally it was supposed to rain today. There's a little bit of light rain, but nothing terrible. The forecast is actually looking pretty good for pretty much right after this hour. So there should be a lot of great cars. A lot of cars are rolling in. We got the indoor displays, we got the outdoor displays. So we got a lot of ground to cover today. This will be my only video for the weekend since tomorrow it's actually supposed to rain all day. So I'll be probably doing stuff around the house tomorrow. But we're gonna get started. We're gonna go film this one right now. All right, the vehicles are rolling in. So you can see the blue skies off to the west over there. So we will have great weather today by the time I get outside. We'll do the indoor stuff first, hopefully hit that before they turn the music on. And all that good stuff. So let's go inside. Start there. On our way to the doors for the inside displays. 68 Camaro, so they already turned the music on. It's echoey and off in the distance enough. We might be okay to do longer clips, we hope. Next week we got Mopar Spring Fling on Saturday and Pomona on Sunday, 18th and 19th respectively. We got a Chevy C10 here. Usually they don't turn the music on. I usually get half of this building shot before they crank the music, but didn't get lucky this year. Ford Bronco. So also next week, my buddy's coming out from Northern California. He's going to vend at Spring Fling. I might try to pull some stuff out of my collection to sell. Maybe some of my old hot rod magazines I have, since they're just kind of collecting dust. I'm trying to think of anything else that's either Mopar specific or general, like hot rods. He helped me out by selling that Modesto plate topper at Turlock. Yeah. Since that was definitely the place to sell it. Yeah, 67 Mustang. Unfortunately, I do have to film these in short clips due to the music. So, and this building fills up pretty quickly after they open the gates. Yeah, 40 standard coupe. So we'll get the two halls with the hot rods in them. The lowrider one I'll try to get towards the end, as the audio quality in there is always kind of garbled because of the acoustics. I got this K5. The lowrider hall, they play loud music and there's absolutely zero acoustics in that hall. So it doesn't sound very good. So hopefully I'll remember and we'll get that. Okay, they're doing announcements now. In fact, the acoustics in this hall aren't that great either. Definitely not designed for music. Coming up in a few weeks, 25th we got Chino Corn Feed Run. Yes, I know Seal Beach is the same day. I just can't do two shows in the same day. Then going into May, I think we have Riverside Show and Go. Other things. Shows Corvette Stingray. Or the Resto mod. Yeah, their sound system here is not very good. So check the tentative list. It'll be in the comment section shortly after the video post. Let you know what I'm planning on hitting in the near future up until probably the end of the year. I think I'm starting to fill in the second half of the year now. Also, I will not be doing the Good Guys in Pleasanton in November. I've got a concert that weekend, so probably be my only Good Guys meet I can get to this year. It's 63 Thunderbird Custom. This one is sharp. Nice interior shot here. Still 5-window coupe. This one is slick. Got the interior here. Got the 67 Chevelle. Like it got rained on a bit. Rained a bit on the way down in Orange County and then in San Clemente. 63 Falcon Futura convertible. Smog bill news. The SB 1392 is supposed to go to the Transportation Committee on Tuesday, so as soon as we have some info on that, we'll do a video for Ford Fate. And yeah, I'm expecting the bill to sail through the Transportation Committee, and we'll kind of see what happens after that. I have not had any communication with either the Senator's office or Leno's people as of late. I got a 57 Ford Thunderbird, a Y block, as they came. I think they're just playing like an announcement ad, so we can go a bit more on that one. Got this Woody. We are by the beach. Usually there's a Woody displayed outside too. There always is. So we'll get you that a little later on. I imagine outside will be a little lighter than normal, but for cars. But there's always too many cars to film everything anyway, so we should be okay. A Chevy Woody. And I'm not doing the Pacific Northwest trip this year. I announced that, so we're not going to do the Good Guys up there since my kid's going on a trip with her mother. This Cadillac with a big chop. He's got a hood ornament on the engine. There you go, two hood ornaments. Can't talk this morning apparently. There's a Dodge. See the Ram. Trying to think of what else is. I did not add anything to the calendar as of late. I've been pretty busy. My kid's been out of school for the week for spring break. I had her all week for the most part. So kept finding stuff for us to do. 59 Impala. Actually, I started going through my mother's basement, found a lot of stuff that I remember. Including some of my stuff from back when. Made a slight dent in that. Got a Ford Econoline pickup, heavily customized. So it is for sale. Remember the they don't have a swap meet area at this one like they do the other Good Guys. Like the one in Pleasanton and the one in Scottsdale. Good look there. Ford Torino convertible. Yeah, originally, I had all mapped out to go to estate sales today if it was pouring rain here, and then little by little the weather forecast kept looking better. And I was gonna switch and just film Bob's Big Boy in Burbank last night, which I did go there last night, but I didn't film any footage. So I'm hanging out. The turnout wasn't that great last night for some reason, which I couldn't. The weather was absolutely perfect, so I usually like to film it when it gets crazy, and it definitely was not crazy last night. It's good turnout, just not like, you know, a bunch of cars rolling through like we get a lot of times. We got this Ford, 1940 Ford sedan delivery.
You're the best one all the time.
Oh, thanks. '65 Mustang. This is the JBA Speed Shop booth. Good shots of the Mustang.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing?
I've been coming to your Cars and Coffee Club.
Willie's Coupe. I think, yeah, I'm gonna break some stuff out. See, I'll let my buddy sell it and I'll give him a cut of it. We're talking about it. That way he doesn't have to bring as much stuff down from NorCal. For sure, I think I should sell my hot rod magazines. Those things have been sitting on the shelf. I got them from the 50s and not the super early ones that are crazy money, but I've got some probably late 50s into the 60s ones. Crammed in the corner in a booth, but it's a barn find 68 L88 Corvette. I only built a handful of these. These are just, I can't even imagine what this thing would sell for at auction. Original paint, looks like it's coming off. Come around here. But L88, this is basically a factory race car. Looks like it was, they added some side pipes at some point. That was an L89, but then they put an L88 engine in it, so it's probably not numbers, man. It's still extremely rare if it's if it's an L88 car and it's documented, or an L80, even an L89, which would be aluminum head, 427, 435 horse would be the L89. It looks like it's got Barrett Jackson plates, so maybe it's been through the auction. But it's kind of a neat Corvette, a very rare one indeed. We'll bring you the mini truck row here. Mini trucks are definitely making a comeback. All these guys show up at van meets too. A lot of van guys like mini trucks. This one's like a 4Runner. Okay, so May, I got Temecula Rod Run. I'm probably going to do that Friday cruise again. Very difficult to shoot with the music, but I seem to have pulled it off 2 years in a row, so I'm going to try to make it out there on the 1st for Temecula Rod Run. 2nd, Riverside Show and Go. I realize the main show for Temecula Rod Run is on the 2nd, but I really like filming Riverside Show and Go. It's one of my favorites to shoot because you get that nice cruise route going around in a loop. So a lot of variety of shots on that video. Always a favorite. May 3rd, we were back in Long Beach for the swap meet on that Sunday. Following week, May 9th, Culver City Car Show. So we'll do that one. And go check out my mom, do some work at my mom's place afterwards and let the video upload it at her place. That might work. May 16th, Run with a Winner at Santa Anita. I finally do not have a conflicting concert that day. Mazda B-Series with a Lincoln grill. And interesting how they did the flames. All right, May 17th is Benedict Castle Concours. Planning on doing, there's a show, it's got a Plymouth Dash, it looks like about a 55, 56 Plymouth Dash. Kind of squeezed in there as well. That's May 17th. Following week, Memorial Day weekend. Of course, we are in Santa Maria for 2 days. Friday on May 22nd, we do the cruise. On May 23rd, we got the main show at Santa Maria. Following week, we're back up in the same area May 30th. Finally going to do Pismo. Everybody asks me every year to do Pismo. I said I'm going to do it this year. So it's May 30th. I'm just going to go up for the one day. So that's a good one. And then rolling into June, I guess the really good one is June 7th. If you haven't been, is the Steve McQueen show at the Boys Republic. That's a fantastic show out in Chino Hills. And they got that cheap barbecue plate. But they got a little everything. You got military vehicles, airplanes, hot air balloons, motorcycles. Literally everything you can think of vehicle-wise at one show. Lots of great stuff coming. May is always chock full. So is June. Have to find something to replace the trip to Washington State for video-wise in July. It's like an S10. Like someone's trying to get me to do the Hollywood show. It's the same day as Benedict Castle, but a lot of conflicts this year. Like I said before, a lot of shows moved. San Marino moved to the same day as Road Kings. I like to do Road Kings, so we'll do Road Kings in Burbank in June. And also June we have Father's Day show, LA Roadsters at Pomona. 2 days there. Friday I do the swap meet. Saturday I do the show. It's always a popular one for the channel as well. Kind of round out these mini trucks. It's got the tilted license plate, as was popular back in that era. Most of you guys remember. We got a lot of these out there for Grand National Truck Show. Got a Toyota mini truck. I think the music's muffled enough and off in the background enough we're okay. If I have to, I'll play around with it in editing. This one's the Aftermath. Looks like he's got an F-bomb there. So I don't know. Yeah, it even says F-bomb in the grill there. This is Toyota. Very nice. Aftermath must be their club name. Got it. So it's got the tilted plate in the tailgate as well. Check out all that airbrush. Cadillac taillights from like a 90s DeVille. Got the speakers in the back. This one is Illicit Dreams, is what this one's called. So I think that music is muffled enough where I don't have to worry about it. I do one whole vehicle every clip. There's paintwork there in the bed. It almost has like the stock paint scheme, or very reminiscent of it with the stripes. Obviously that is not original paint. That is way better than the original paint on these. So I'll probably be hanging out a bit after I get done filming next week at Spring Fling, because my buddy's down. That's legitimately a show I've been going to for 30 years, so I know a lot of the people there for at least that long who go to that show, so that'll definitely be a good one for hanging out afterwards. S10 pickup. got the four banger. Very 80s. This will short clip since we're closer to the muffled speakers. This will be on the safe side. Toyota Stout pickup. It's got a supercharger on there. She's got all the patina. This is a Lexus V8 with a supercharger, it says. It's a 66 Stout. You don't see these very often at all. The mini truck thing hadn't really taken off like it did in the 70s by then. One with the bed that goes every which way. All the hydraulics. It's got the sunroof and everything. Toyota here. Toyota, the crowds are definitely filtering in. I said I will do this one, I will do the next building, and then I'm going to leave the lowrider, if I remember, if I'm still feeling it, go there at the end, because like I said, the acoustics in there are horrible, and usually once it goes through the microphone, gets to the video, it sounds kind of muffled and loud. I almost need earplugs just to film that. It's pretty bad. There's Mazda with the 6 wheels. This Toyota. One's a dually. Once in a while you see one of the dually Toyotas still being used to like haul stuff. And of course they use the dually, the commercial chassis for with the dually rear for the motorhomes as well. Buick Riviera. It's more of what we're used to on the channel. There's the Armando's upholstery. I just had some upholstery work done on a vintage steel case chair in Pasadena. I got the chair for free. Unfortunately, the upholstery work was not free, but it came out very nice. OBS GMC short bed. Could be yours for $29,000. I mean, honestly, what I see people asking, I see the asking prices at Pomona for ones that are nowhere near this. That's pretty good. I see guys asking 15 to 20 for ones with the clear coat coming off. Pomona. Pomona, join us next Sunday on April 19th. Might still take the Suburban, we'll see. I have that free pass for the car corral. But goes for sale as well, and no number on that one. This is all from the Armando's Rod and Custom booth, so it's got the step side going on. Toyota. It's got a turbo sticking out. And an Impala dash. Bronco, flared fenders, little Resto mod going on. So I think I picked up a kind of a, I don't know if it's called a soapbox car, but I don't know. It's like a soapbox car without a body on it, I guess. like a homemade car for kids to push down a hill, made out of wood. And they actually engineered it pretty nice. So I picked up that at a sale yesterday. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Maybe use it as like a display piece. The big fins mean it's a 59 Cadillac coupe. Through here. It's got the red light on the interior. It's got the earlier sombrero caps on it. Yeah, I got to come up with some Mopar. I got some Mopar hubcaps I could probably take to the let my friend Jimmy sell at the swap meet next week. I'm sure if I go through my shed this week, I'll find stuff. We got a Mopar. We got a 69 Roadrunner, 440 6-pack car. Very nice. I gotta get together with my buddy, see how much stuff he's bringing. I got license plates too, but I'm always reluctant to sell them. I'm always afraid I'm gonna need my old license plates. Got a 427 Corvette Stingray. 427 with that hood would be a 66 model. I got a 57 Ford Ranch Wagon, the 2-door. She's been resto modded on. Yeah, I think that's about it. Coming up for the channel. 63 Fairlane.
It's a cool ride. I got a couple of Mopars, an E-body and a B-body, but it's like I keep telling that buddy
and this it says LS based 417, so definitely going for like a Thunderbolt vibe on this one. Nice cheer shot there. Roadster with the slicks. Don't be driving that outside today. You will not have any traction. Yeah, the roads are still a little wet. Got the moon tank on the front. She's got a blower. So a small block. Alright, Chevy 2 Nova. 67. How you doing? Get your car. Alright, the owner of the Nova wanted me to get the under hood here. We got it. Okay, we got this 74 twin turbo wide body Stinger. It looks like it was built in the 70s. Old school turbines on it. So the tail light treatment.
I went there with a grudge on my shoulder.
Yeah, this stuff looks like an old show car from back in the day. 53 Ford Ranch Wagon. Very nice. A resto mod. Custom 55 Chevy Nomad. We're close enough to the muffled speakers again, so we'll watch that. some guys trying to get YouTube to change their copyright music laws, and I don't know whatever happened to that. This is absolutely ridiculous. Very nice roadster here. It's a coupe. Nice traditional car. '67 El Camino. Nice gold on gold. Beautiful roadster pickup. Seen a lot of great roadster pickups at the old roadster show. It's like an LS dressed up like an early small block Chevy. Alright, we saw this Studebaker with the old taillights at Grand National Roadster Show. Not that long ago. So there he's got a Sloanecker Award contender sticker on the windshield there. Ford Maverick Grabber. Oh, that's why there was a crowd of kids around earlier. It's because he's giving away candy. That always works. 72 model. I'm Gumby, damn it. There he goes, Gumby. No word on Pony Pal Pokey too, but the C10 with the utility bed. It's got the antenna mount. Yeah, Gumby C10. Watch out for them blockheads.
Customs builders, fabricators, and horsepower junkies. Don't miss Scott's Hot Rods and Customs from Knoxville, Tennessee. American-made chassis engineered for strength, precision, suspension systems, value.
Mustang GT Coupe, Hypo 289. He's got the 8 tracks, Deep Purple, Pink Floyd, Chicago, Fleetwood Mac, all the good stuff. He's even got Waylon. Oh, you gotta have Waylon. It's got the gauge package on the steering column. Nice touch. It's a Corvette Stingray. 65 with a 67 hood. Volkswagen convertible. Two-horse sedan, Chevrolet. Street rod, Roadster. One of the contenders for America's Most Beautiful Roadster this year. That's probably one of my favorites to film. I would say Grand National. I used to always say, you know, I didn't like filming indoors. It was because my old camera sucked indoors. It was horrible. But the new camera's much better. Yeah, but the definitely always was one of my favorites to attend and to film was Grand National Roadster Show. Very nice car, Mangia. The Sonacar Award at Roadster Show. It's very hard for you to get anywhere near it to get a shot of it at Grand National Roadster Show. One of the contenders as well with the nailhead. A lot of cars from Grand National here. It's nice because you can get closer up here, whereas at that show they have the full display where you can't really get near it, get interior shots and things like that. Yeah, I remember this one. Beautiful Lincoln Zephyr here. That extra long flathead. Everyone loves to look at. .32 for a Hemi with a blower. Very nice. I would say like the first Good Guys I went to was Pleasanton back in the 90s when I was stationed in the Navy at Alameda. The first Grand National Roadster show I ever went to was when it was still in Oakland while I was stationed in the Navy at Alameda back in the 90s. That was Bronco. So I've been literally going to obviously they get a lot of the same cars at both. That's K5 here. For sale, remember the, I don't know, swap meet rolls? That's K5. 55 Nomad. I think it was one other Pleasanton besides the November one. I gotta look it up again. Maybe I'll see what weekend that falls on. Where did I see 10? Cannot do November though. And the Arizona ones is too hard to get to and also to film. Especially with fuel prices. If you like, subscribe, and comment, helps us out because YouTube definitely has not been helping me out lately with the algorithm. Tell some friends about the channel. Check this nice square body K5 custom mod Mustang fastback. What's this? Pickup 1947. Like a Coyote swap going on. '68 Dodge Charger. Stingray. This one at Grand National as well. Body Chevy. C10. nice roadster. '63 Impala. Lowrider. Got the moonroof going. And my buddy works at a pick apart up north, and he pulls the sunroofs out of the old 70s Lincolns. Lowrider guys buy them and install them in these, in the 60s Impalas. And a 62 Bel Air bubble top. So it's got the LS dressed up like a W head. This 49 Chevy pickup truck. I'll get a couple of the cars we can get over at some of the booths, and then we'll be on to the next building. This is the McGuire's booth. Couple of vehicles here. Now it sounds like they killed the music for a while right when I'm almost done filming in here. Better shot of the interior from this side. Custom. It's done by Camera Speed Shop. I know they're doing an open house. This year, I filmed it last year. This year it falls on the same day as something else, and I can't remember what it is offhand. I think it's next week. I think it's actually when it falls on the 18th when Spring Fling's going on. April's always a weird month, and there's a lot of conflicts for shows. It's like a Thunderbird center console. Fun booth. We got this Packard. Very nice. Outside, the sun is coming out, so that's good. There's more cars will come out. This is the Steve's Auto Restoration. It's a 57 Corvette they're working on. The satin finish. They did the 53 to 55 license plate trees Charger they're working on with a Hellcat swap. Seeing lots of Chargers next Saturday, both new and old. Side for a minute until we go in the Bing Crosby Hall over there, which will be the second building. You can see it is sunny now, not raining. This custom Chevelle. I collect 78s. Bing Crosbys are extremely common, and nobody wants them on 78s, except for White Christmas, because people just want White Christmas for some reason. Let's just say he sold a lot of records back then. We'll just do the mini trucks are in this little area here, and then we'll go inside. So I'm outside for a couple minutes. It's kind of nice right now. Executive decision, right? The new minis trucks. Another Toyota Stout. Here's a guy. He got us a press pass. He got us a press pass. Thanks. All right, now we're filming. All right, okay. Yeah, we got us a press. I didn't apply for one. He got me one. He got one for me. I was like, nah, I'll just pay to get it. It's fine. So, helps me out. Pays for my lunch, I guess. All right, we'll go inside. We'll get the Bing Crosby Hall. Then I'll check the lowrider hall, make sure if it's not crazy loud, we'll do that. If it is, we'll do it. If it is crazy loud, we'll just do it at the end. The Bing Crosby Hall, the second building. There's some music, so I'll have to be mindful of that. I think it's low enough we can get away with it right now. Maybe I'll just zigzag through the whole thing. We'll do both lines. That time he's got the matching trailer on the street rod. 67 Pontiac GTO convertible. This one's got a 4-speed, buckets and console. The 400 with the 4-barrel. Actually, 67, the tri-power was not available, so 4-barrel was the big dog. Got this Mustang 66. Very clean examples. Got the Fomoco hoses and everything. Nice restoration on this one. I said I believe the music's muffled enough, and then if I talk over it, that'll help as well. But a gorgeous Mustang. Got a Cadillac with a UFO on the roof, and UFO's painted on the car. This guy should go out to the Alien Fresh Jerky out in Baker. So it reminds me of the cars out there if you've ever been out. They got good beef jerky there if you ever go. My daughter and I always like to stop when we're on a road trip to Las Vegas. There we go, an Alien Cab 1969 Mustang convertible. Oh man. I looked outside. It's definitely a lighter turnout than it normally would be, but it's still a lot of cars because it's always a big show anyway here at the Good Guys at Del Mar. Early Thunderbird. It's been modified on a bit. This guy's selling questions. Okay. In other words, how much those questions will cost you.
So after this car,
He's just calling it the 2056 Thunderbird.
took the position of
One window microbus, 67. Gotta love these. Very, very, very nice example.
Give me a second, Pop.
Pontiac Trans Am, for sale. No T-tops. This one's either, it looks like it's a 78 with the 403. Here's for $55,000. I had a very similar 77 with the 403 back in the 90s. I bought out of Navy housing in Alameda for $500. And the guy tore it all apart, didn't realize it just needed an HEI. The stripe package is wrong because the TA 6.6 should be for the Hypo Pontiac 400 motor. This one should actually say 6.6 liter with an E at the end, like the way they spell it in England. I don't know about now. I know years ago you could only get the stripe package with the TA 6.6 on the shaker. Got 59 El Camino. Very nice example. Yeah, the 403 olds ones were for California and I believe high altitude. So like Colorado got the 403 cars. They're hot rod. On the ground. Model A. Outside where the Woodies are, there's a Woody anyway. It's a 49 DeSoto. Can't imagine there's too many of these kicking around. Digging that roof rack. He's put a couple boards up there. Looks like he uses it as an advertisement for his business. That makes it a write-off, which is always a good thing to have, especially since this week is tax day. 66 Bronco. Ford F100. Looks like she's got a bit of chop. 12 block Chevy, flames. Little interior shot there. The torque thrust. We can roll right into here. I think the music's muffled enough. Out of Hudson sedan. One's got a big block in it from Chevrolet. Tilt front end. A Ute, from South Africa, Ford Cortina Backy. So, yeah, it says imported from South Africa. Usually you would see something like this from Australia. Of course, the Cortina was an English Ford. I'm sure they produced them in other British colonies, if you will, or former British colonies.
I've always been one.
Kind of an interesting one. Not something you're going to see. Average Charger 73. Getting ready for that Mopar show. Of course, in Australia they had the Utes, and then in 1957 Ford said, hey, let's sell Utes in the United States. So they brought out the Ranchero. 2 years later, in '59, Chevrolet brought out the El Camino, where everybody wanted a car-based pickup truck. Got Elvis over here, the 1962 Corvette. Purchased it in '76 for $3,000. That's what you call a good investment. All right, from one red Corvette to another, we got a '65. A Roadster could be yours for $95,000. Slightly more than the $3,000 the last guy paid for the '62. Ever so slightly. You know, inflation. This Ford Roadster. It's got a flathead, the offy heads on it. They'll roll into the '68 Firebird 400 Pontiac convertible. With a 4-speed. SS RS 396 '68 Camaro. In green. With a 4-speed. I just realized this is our first Good Guys indoor shoot with the new camera, the newer camera at this point. That's fading. may say Ford, but that engine isn't. That's a Chevrolet engine. This one is an ISO Revolta, but converted to an EV. I always say about the EV conversions on the classics, unless you're going to use them every day as your transportation, it's probably not doing much. There's no real reason to convert them to EV unless it's going to be your daily transportation. There you go, the owner's choice, I get. As long as you make it so you can put it back. There we go. This is something more our speed. A 62 Belvedere. Super stock. 413. 2.4s. Ready to go racing. Yeah, I looked into the cost when I had the Cutlass 4-door that to convert it to EV, and it was like, nope. I thought, oh, that'd be a fun one to convert to EV because it's a car nobody cares about, the Cutlass 4-door, you know. And yeah, like, I think it'd be fun to convert the cars that nobody would care that you would convert to EV, but like I said, the cost involved would just be too high. The Dodge 440. 440 is the model, not the engine size. As you can see, it's got an LA block. You always have to watch that. What is a 318 car, according to the plaque. Yes, they made a vehicle called a 440 that does not necessarily have a 440. In fact, my satellite had Dodge 440 badges in the center console that the guy never installed, but that car actually has a 440. But it would be incorrect on a Plymouth anyway. That's El Camino. And no, I will not be installing them. Fortunately, he didn't drill the holes or anything. Whoever owned it before me. All right, 69 Cobra Jet Mach 1 Mustang. That is a thing of beauty. Yep, and it's got a 4-speed. That's the way it should be right there. I still never heard back on that 69 Mach with the 351 in my neighborhood, and I don't know. There has been some activity at the house, but they told me they would call me when they were ready to do something with it. We've seen this one before, this custom, see, sealed the tailgate on this one on the Ranchero Squire. She's got the Boss motor. Calls it the Boss Hemi. Clearly Hemi's the term that Chrysler used, but okay, we get the idea. We got a Viper GTS. The coupe. Get through here, and after this we'll check the lowrider room, see how loud it is, and then just decide to film outside. Probably what's going to happen. 67 Chevelle. Super Sporty's got a crate 502 in there. Ford Hudson Hornet, twin H power. This is the Hollywood two-door hardtop. very beautiful example of a car you don't see very often.
That was a racer.
All right, Pontiac Trans Am. Your guess is as good as mine. What's going on there? All right. Oh, it's the 301 Turbo. So it's the 4.9 Turbo 81. Got it. It's just been cleaned up a bit. Up through here, he's got the louvers on the rear window to avoid the chair farm over here. All right, Dodge Super B. With 4-speed. Supposed to be a 440 car by the hood. Okay, this is a 440, meaning the actual engine side. Got it? Not the model. The model is the Super B. It has a 440. Yeah, the 440 model badges have definitely confused a lot of people over the years. 1935 Packard Roadster. Bring your golf clubs along, why don't you? It's got the rumble seat out in the back. It's got the luggage rack. I got a 59 Impala to the hardtop. Got the W head, tri-power 348. He's got the guy with no face. That's kind of creepy. Let's go this way. 1930 Ford Coupe. Hot rod. There's somebody hanging out over there, so we'll go this way. Avoid the chair farm. Like I was checking his stock portfolio on his phone or something. There we go, Ford Street Ride. Not sure if we're too close to the music over here, but all right. I checked the lower hall. It's actually not too bad. I'm gonna get it at the end though. It is echoey in there, as it always is. 69 Chevelle. SS. We're gonna have to go a little fast because I said there is still a lot of cars here, despite the fact that what do you call it? I think the turnout's a little bit affected by the weather report being rain for today. Obviously, nope, no rain. Oh, it was earlier, but
I don't mind the ones with the bumpers. But there's the big ones.
nice Mustang.
Not that much though.
There you go. It'll rust. Doesn't look rusty to me. Ford Coupe. Got a 70 Chevelle. Okay, I'm gonna start with this line and we'll work our way in, away from the sound systems. Oh, now they got music playing over with the mini truck. I think we're far away enough. We're okay. I'll just remember which line I got. Try to bring as much show as possible, and generally the best way to do that is to avoid the music as much as possible. Got a B-body Mopar Belvedere. I hope to get my satellite on the road again. This one's a 66. I got a 67 satellite. My 440 has a cracked head still. I haven't been able to get to it. In fact, my Cadillac's been on my trailer, parked in front of it in the driveway since October. So Chevrolet. Later on, they have the nice cruising out there on the main little drag there through the fairgrounds. One thing I like about the shows here, that's very smart, by the way, to put a tennis ball there. If you know, you know. Those things can do a little bit of damage. That's 1970 Chevelle. Yeah, that'll save you. If you know, you know. Can avoid a trip to the hospital. That one. I gotta go back to the guys playing music back there. That's 55. It's got a 502 crate motor. I'm here. I'm getting through. I'm getting through.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
You said something. There's something in Van Nuys, a show coming up in Van Nuys.
Oh, there's Mopar next week.
Oh, is that what it
Woodley
is?
Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, Woodley Park.
Well, I'll keep the thumbs up coming.
All right, thanks. Here I got the Cutlass. The bright interior. Very fluorescent. 85. We got some Volkswagen, we got Carmen Gia down through here. I think the crowds will start rolling in here in a few once people start realizing, hey, it's not raining. It's usually how it works. It's a nice Volkswagen Beetle in gray. 59 Olds 4-door flat top. This one is the Super 88 Variety. And the custom paint on the top. Boy, this one's the She-10. On some bikes. Tell you what, I got some stuff. I went to estate sale shopping yesterday in my Suburban. Got a lifted 4-wheel drive Falcon Ranchero here. We can get through while they're still doing the announcements. Got a town car lowrider. Yeah, last year I did the lowrider room. I filmed the lowrider room on my phone, edited that part of the video on my phone and processed it into a file, added it to the end of the video, but then it ties up my phone for a long time, so I can't, someone has to get a hold of me. So I said I don't want to do that this year. So that truck's rolling in. This guy likes the Raiders, probably no matter what city they're in. Fun fact, I've never been to an NFL game. I've been to the Rose Bowl game. Of course, it's college football, but my sister has season tickets for the Chargers, so I don't know what's up with that. The Plymouth GTX. A B-body goodness. Mercury 40 Merc Coupe. Very nice example. It's got all the old speed goodies on that one. More Chevrolet Impala Super Sport. 2-door hardtop. Do the cruising around the fairgrounds here. 65.
I've actually been talking to the guys
Impala.
in the lowrider.
Kind of a 90s style rod.
We don't have a camera on this car.
You know, like at home.
Thunderbird. So 55, so first year Thunderbird. Still with a Y block. It's actually a Durbird, according to the badge. I'm sure they remake those. They have to make that badge. As popular as those cars are. You got the Falcon gasser. It's got the skinny tires on the front. So he's got the slot mags going on. I see 10. Ford Chevelle looks like the 300, the base with the two-door post. You don't see those very often. Get this line and we get further away from the music. Things will be a little easier. 69 Camaro Z28. Ooh, it smells like kettle corn over here. Like it smells really like kettle corn over here now. 55 Bel Air, two-door hardtop. And my daughter's actually, she's not here today. As I said, if she was with me, we'd be getting kettle corn. But her 64 Chevelle was a convertible. But her troop at her high school, her drama troop, got into a Shakespeare festival. So they're off to there today. And she actually got into the art competition next week. But her mother's going to take her because I'll be filming it. Unfortunately, it ends at 3 o'clock, so I said I can't do that, do the Cabrillo. But I did help her with the project, pay for all the supplies, and mail it off for her. So I did participate. But very happy she got it. I don't know if she got an award or if it's just in the actual exhibition at the Cabrillo Aquarium. Is down where the SoCal Slow Ride ends every year. Got a C4 Corvette. One of the later ones. What year is this one? This one's a 96. I think that was actually the end of the run for the C4. This one has the 6-speed. Got a 55 Bel Air, two-door hardtop. So she will be, so originally I said, oh, let's go to the show, then we'll head down there. And then she says, oh, it ends at 3. I said, yeah, I think that's pushing it. So her mother's gonna take her now. So we got a 68 Camaro. A Dodge Challenger RT 446 pack car. I said to her, so I could have fallen on one of the weekends where I'd have everything on Saturday. It's like he has a for sale sign. Slightly closer to the driver's side, so we'll get it as we come over there. I think I talked to this guy earlier. So there's 70,000. There's the info. It's right there. Remember check the date of the video before you dial anything. Does have a 4-speed. Check that date before you dial anything. So far, I've only heard once having a problem with that. And it was a guy that kept calling on a car that was for sure sold. And the guy knew it was sold, but he kept calling on it anyway. Which I thought was kind of odd. Got a 340 CUDA by Plymouth. Land Rover. It's like the train just went by. I was trying to get in the shot, but there were people standing in front. There's actual train tracks over there. You can see every once in a while you can see the Amtrak go by. you've never taken the Amtrak to San Diego, it's a nice ride on the coast there. We've got interesting cover for the tire there. Remember when I was in the Navy, my ship pulled into San Diego and took the train up to LA. And my mother picked me up at Union Station. And I did a video a few years ago where I took the train down from Union Station to pick up in Escondido, not Escondido, or was it like La Jolla, and picked up a my 1991 Cadillac that I drove for a while, the DeVille. Made a video out of that. And that was on the early days of the channel. Ooh, I need to change my battery soon. Okay, we'll do that soon. 1960 Chevrolet Biscayne, two-door sedan. Got a big block in there. Nice Chevrolet step-side short bed. Gotta go that way. He's got a chair ready to trip me up. I got this Nova getting into the 70s. I expect it to be cool all day, and it's actually, I'm regretting wearing a sweatshirt, so I'm going to have to tie it around my waist pretty soon. Nice Cadillac. See this one, it shows up in LA quite a bit. This one with the DeSoto hood ornament. Chevelle on the Super Sport Malibu. Racing equipped Falcon. Starting to cruise. We got a 55 Plymouth Plaza Suburban wagon. Got a 55 gasser.
I didn't like that. Can they be on your channel?
Yeah, it'll be on the channel. There you go.
I've been watching your shows lately.
Oh, thanks. What do you think of the gasser here? He's like, this one's pretty. Yeah, we got a ranchero. Over here, we got a C10. I'm not sure how full the area is in the back where majority of the outside cars are. We'll see. Got the 56. That's a 55. I'm very thankful I got put on new shoes. And I thought I'd have to break them in more, but I did not. Got a 59 Chevy two-door station wagon with the Impala trim.
No, bench seat. Got a big high back.
It's got the LS swap. Custom Buick. Bare metal with the clear coat. 53. I got a 69 Chevrolet Impala. This, you can put the swivel buckets in there. You guys would get the swivels out of the Monte Carlo or out of the old Mopars that had the swivels for that custom look. Still have my 69 Impala. I haven't had a chance to drive it in a while. It's actually currently stored at my mother's for a little while. I pulled the van. I usually keep the van over there because I usually use it for rentals. But I hasn't rented. I think it's only rented once in the last year and a half. That's 57. So I still need to take some pictures. I'm going to start posting it and see if I can find a buyer who's into vans. I'd rather not sell it to somebody who's just going to gut it. Unfortunately, that's what happens to a lot of the built-out vans. They just get gutted. Very nice Camaro. Alright, we got a GMC pickup. It's got the throttle body small block. This is from the 90s or 80s. Yeah, definitely like an 80s or 90s built with the tilt column. I got a 67 Pontiac GTO with the goat on the air cleaner. Because it's a goat. 2-door post. 4-speed. '55 Chevy. That's the one with the V12. I've seen this one before. Very, very, very modified car. Tilt front end. The 1940 Woody. Very nice example. We might bounce over here in a minute and go do the Woody section's right across the road, so it might be a good time to go hit that before that gets crowded. And then later on they have like surf bands over there. So got a 1954 Chevrolet 2-door sedan. Switch 55 Safari for sale, Pontiac, 72,000 on that. Ready to hit the beach. Of course, the beach is only a few blocks from here. I think it's actually on the other side of the railroad tracks. You don't see the Safari very often. Usually you see the Chevy Nomad cruising. Got a Cornet rolling through. Got a Corvette Stingray. From the 1960s with resto modded on. And we're rolling through. We're going to go over and get the Woody area. And I think after that I'll hit the one of the food stands afterwards. Take a little break. Double Camaros. Vet Resto Mod. It's got an LS. Nice tall 58 by the faux louvers on the hood and the twin strips down the deck. Trucks here. How about a Riviera Grand Sport? Kind of rare as Rivieras go. The Nova Gasser, small block with a blower. They altered wheelbase. Very clean 57 Nomad. The woody area is definitely a little lighter than it normally is, so. Very cool traditional coupe, clear coated over bare metal. With a flathead. We got a 51 Ford Woody. Street rod style. Here's what the surfers used to use to take their boards to the beach. Back in the 60s, they were just inexpensive used vehicles. Corvettes. This would be like a 59 or 60. This one's a Fuelie. The fuel injected 283. Yes, it's a 59. It's got the base hubcaps.
You guys enjoy it?
Got Plymouth Woody. It's ready to hit the beach. Olds Woody. Come through here. So it's absolutely amazing that these Woodies even survived all these years. Let's just say the termites like them. About a Buick. Seen this one around before. The Dynaflow. Surf band is setting up their equipment, so should probably get through before they do the sound checks. That was Ford Woody.
I've got spar bars.
I tell you what, he'll
1950 Ford Woody. That's what he started with. There you go. Every time I see a project, one of these like advertised, they're just all the wood's just destroyed on them. So you definitely either need to do your own woodwork or have someone that can.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah. Give me your swapper.
Nice Woody. The Country Squire. This is a 51. Yeah, 51. That was the first year they actually called him the Country Squire. So it's got an Oldsmobile V8 in it. Their 1950 Ford Woody. So they just start setting up their equipment. So if we catch before they, like I said, they usually like to do sound checks with like recorded music beforehand. Ford Woody. I did cover a Woody show up in Santa Barbara 3 or 4 years ago. I remember it was in July, I believe. There was like hardly anything going on. I drove up to Santa Barbara. This is still when the channel was relatively small. It was at one of the colleges over on a cliff. Absolutely amazing views. Got 1960, not a Woody, but a 60 El Camino. That's I had a blue 60 El Camino many years ago.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And I sold it. The guy in Texas bought it. I sold it on eBay back when eBay was still good for selling vehicles. Those remember those days. A beautiful Woody from Ford. It's a 37. These are the original station wagons because they were called station wagons because you would get picked up at the railroad station in them. So it's got the Hula Girl. I got my little tiki collection growing on my one of my dressers in my bedroom. We got a very cool palm tree lamp, and I keep finding my old tikis and finding new tikis. And we got a ceramic shark, very much in the theme. Our 51 Ford here. And next to that, I had a 69 Country Squire that I used to drive quite a bit. And occasionally there's a picture of me sitting on the hood in front of my old scooter shop that pops up on Facebook every few years. So I think that's a Peel. You know what that is? A Peel microcar. So it's the smallest production automobile. The Peel. Yeah, it's the Peel 350.
Well, I think it's probably the most unique car
If you ever watched Top Gear, they had some fun with one of these.
It's good to share something like that.
Beautiful Ford Woody. This is the racetrack behind here, the Del Mar racetrack. There goes the Peel. Yes, it is a real car.
Is this you? Look at. Is this my wood?
There's Ford Woody. It's got the tiki antenna topper. I've never seen that before. I just have the mugs and the figurines and stuff. In days back when you could still find tiki mugs at thrift stores on the regular side, I used to buy a lot of them. And unfortunately, my ex-wife took a lot of them, including some that originally belonged to my mother, which my mother was not happy about. But I've slowly amassed another collection of them. Tiki mugs and other cool tiki stuff. Back there, they're having a conference.
Phil, do we need that help?
So I'll finish the Woodies here, and then we'll go over and grab a bite before the food stands get crazy. Take a break and then get back to, I don't know how much footage I've shot. I bet I've shot about an hour and a half, at least an hour and a half of footage so far.
No, we weren't.
I've been here since 7. I think it's about 11 now. Still got more to cover. And I supposedly have a guy coming over buying a Art Deco stove I have on Marketplace this afternoon. So I told him I would let him know when I'm on my way back for that. I always post stuff on Mondays on Marketplace, hoping that it will be gone by the weekend, and then people will contact me to want to get it on the weekend when I'm filming. Like clockwork. I'm like, sorry, I have to go film. Oh, that's been on there for a few weeks. That one got a ton of views, and then I've only had a few people actually contact me on it, which is odd. Our 51 Ford Woody. Another tiki antenna topper. It's got the tiki on the hood ornament there. DeSoto Woody. It's got little water transfers. Check it out. I like the NBC. It's very mid-century modern looking. Very cool. Chinatown, San Francisco. Only been to New York ever once, believe it or not. Just once. And I was like, I could not live there. Nowhere to keep cars, you know. We got our old Woody.
Oh my God. Or a big old monster sleeper right here, dude.
Remember we went to the Museum of Modern Art there. My sister was not into it. Let's just say she's not a fan of modern art. We will leave it at that. Nice Plymouth Woody. That looks like original wood. Not they did a really nice job of patinaing it. I believe it's original wood. 37 Plymouth. This will have have flathead 6 in there.
Trying to find it.
Yeah, Chevy cab over. I just had my lunch. $20 bratwurst or Polish sausage. That was Fairgrounds, you know. Sometimes you gotta just do it, and there you go. Actually, next year maybe I'll pack a sandwich. That's what I do at the Pomona Fairgrounds. I always pack a sandwich. That's why I always take. That's always why I take a car, because I got somewhere to just chill out, keep all my drinks and snacks and stuff, and it works. All right, lots to check out here. We got this Ford Street Ride. I'm gonna do the corner over here. We'll get what's away from music to make the video longer. Come back in, try to fill in some of the stuff. I'll try to get some of the lowrider room. I cannot stay the entire day here. This video is already pretty lengthy as it is. We got the tiki van. So it's inside the tiki van. He's got the glass floats. By the way, if you ever find those large ones like that large glass floats, but the real old ones, they go for a lot of money now. You know, with the netting. They do make reproductions of them, but the original ones go for like obscene amount of money now. Yes. Yeah, look at that. Is that a shag skateboard? Oh my god, that is a shag skateboard. I recently picked up the Shag 50th anniversary Disneyland mug set at a sale. Got the whole set of 5 for $10. I thought, oh, I'll give them to my ex-wife. Then I looked up what they go for and I said, nope, not giving it to my ex-wife. People are asking, I kid you not, $300 for the set. I about fell over. Got the whole set for $10. Years ago, I gave while we're dating, I gave my ex-wife a shag numbered and signed serigraph, which is similar like a print. I said numbered and signed. I can't remember, I think I did 200 of them or something. Amerivespa, because I knew the guys in the Vespa Club of America, obviously. I actually got one of the last ones that was available.
Good yourself. How you doing, boss?
Gave it to her. She still has it. And I think at the time it was $200, which I thought was a lot of money. Last time I checked, which is probably about 20 years ago, it was worth about $1,000. I hate to think what that's worth now. It says 59 Impala, 348 tri-power. He's upgraded the brakes, which is smart. He's got the power steering on the back of the generator. I'm about to do the the dual master upgrade on my 56 Cadillac that used to belong to my dad. Now I can bring in the interior. He's got the electronic eye, so it's well loaded. He's got the skirts, he's got the twin antennas. Very, very nice example. I'm going to try to film a bunch of this area. Hit some of the lowrider room at the end there. Hit some vehicles on the way out, maybe some of the cruising. And try to bring as much footage as I can from here. We got a 1970 Chevelle Super Sport 396. Convertible. Yeah, so shag stuff, even if it's not the signed and numbered stuff, it's older, it might be worth money. So if you have any of it, check online. That's what they at the last year was the 7th, so it's a 21-year-old mug, because last year they did the 70th anniversary of Disneyland stuff. I still have the shirts. I have the Hawaiian shirt he did for Enchanted Tiki Room still. I know that's worth a few bucks. As well as the one he did for Haunted Mansion. I know my nephew wanted the Haunted Mansion one in his size when he saw mine, and just a few years back my sister had to go online and find one. It was like $200. I think original price was like 50 or 60 bucks. I do wear it on special occasions. '62 Impala. Yeah, that was a real eye-opener when I actually looked up those mugs. I really bought them. I looked at my daughter and said, let's give them to your mom. She's like, no. I was like, all right, let me look up and see what they go for. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, we're not giving them to her. Wow. So I don't know, we'll probably put them in a display case or something. I don't know. Sometimes I surprise myself with some of the stuff I buy and what they're selling for on the secondary market. There's 56 210 two-door sedan. Yeah, this is definitely a lighter crowd than of cars that would normally be here, as cars are spaced out further than they usually would for this event on Saturday. Saturday is usually the big day for the outdoor stuff. Tomorrow it will rain, so I can't imagine there'll be much going on out here. They do have the autocross going on over there. 69 Camaro. 55 sedan delivery. Very nice day, nice breeze. I think we've got temperatures in the 60s. Perfect day for a show. Perfect day to film a show.
Rider, huh?
That's our rod here.
But that's definitely.
That's fun, man. If you guys get a chance, that's why means the best. You know, the road circle.
Just had to avoid some cars because there was an air guy yelling language that YouTube doesn't like, and we'll just leave it at that. Which happens on occasion. Looks like every other word started with the letter F, so we'll just find some more vehicles in another area. Fuel injected. It's like, so it's more modern fuel injection unit than they were originally equipped with. Chevy Fleet Line. I'll get back there. There's a chair. D7 Thunderbird.
It's interesting colors, but not.
It's one of these 90s style builds where they had the OBS bed on the older truck. That was popular to do for a little while. It's definitely a 90s hot rod thing.
Yes.
Ford Resto Mod F1. Oh man. Yeah, I'm planning to go, let's see how many more minutes I got here. Okay, probably about 45 more minutes outside, then do the lowriders, or maybe we'll split it up quicker, and we'll do the lowriders, then we'll do the outside stuff on the way out the door. Chevy. C10 short bed. Yeah, I may have to hurry it up a little bit too. I think we're at the point where, so when I do a show like this, I know I'm not getting the whole show. It's just, even with fewer vehicles because of the rain, it's still an extremely large show. Very nice 59 wagon here. It's not really possible. I filled in the license plate there. 56 Nomad.
I did 25 gallons in there. I get better gas mileage.
Yeah, and it runs cooler.
Yeah, and I can put the cheaper stuff in.
Here's some Steely Dan off in the distance. I think it's far away enough away. I can always recognize the Steely Dan. Oh man. Surprised I didn't put on Yacht Rock Radio on the way down here. Listen to Devo. Well, I hear Devo played Coachella, so they're not doing an LA standalone show because they're playing Coachella, which is kind of bumming me out. So they're playing like every other city except LA, or Orange County for that matter. That's usually the contracts they do for the artist. If you play Coachella, you can't play a standalone show in LA, which is really sad because there's been some great artists that don't play LA. Well, obviously Devo does play LA, but there's actually been artists in the past that you don't see very often, and they only played Coachella and did not play LA. 56 Pontiac station wagon. So I listen to Diva all the way down here. Right, so I guess either today or tomorrow I got canceled at Coachella due to the rain, as I lose my sweatshirt, so I have to go back. Oh, sweatshirt down. Okay, good news. I double knotted the sweatshirt this time. Never a dull moment on the Mike Frankovich YouTube channel. There we got a utility bed on this pickup. It is for sale. Remember that whatever rules were $75,000 on that one. I remember when the old trucks, if it had a utility bed, that was like poison. Now people see that they're kind of cool. It was like everybody wanted, you know, it didn't have the original style bed, they didn't want it. Now the utility beds have caught on because you don't see them that often anymore. So it's got a Y block, a 56 F100. Now we'll get through here. Got a Key 5 Blazer. It's for sale. So it's got license plates from Mexico on it. So I don't know what the deal is for registering in the state of California. This one is a 74, so you don't have to worry about smog at least. We got this C10. I actually sold, had a 90, it was actually, no, it was a 90, Dodge B, Class B motorhome. So basically a camper van. I sold it to a guy in Mexico. Ford bump side, F250, 71. Come on here, rear pump side. It's for sale, no info.
You are building engine?
A 56 F100 truck. Very nice C20 Silverado, 4-wheel drive, 3/4 ton, so it would actually make it a K20. Got a Vespa. It's the GTS 250. We used to service these when I had my scooter shop. Yes, you can ride that on the freeway and actually not hold up traffic either. This one's got a, this GMC's got a 12 valve. Oh no, sorry, it's got the four cylinder coming. I couldn't see the back of the engine there. Mustang Mach 1. Yeah, we'll just breeze through. We see something interesting that doesn't have a crowd around it. We'll check it out. Chevelle. There's a Trans Am. No T-tops. Yeah, I had my 77. And my buddy I was in there with had a 77, the they call it the Y82 or whatever it was, with the Hearst hatch with the old English lettering, that just like the Smokey and the Bandit car. This is basically outfitted like the Smokey and the Bandit car. It's Trans Am. Monty SS. So we used to go driving around together, like we'd be one in front of the other with two black 77 Trans Ams. The car they call the good old days. Tell you what, you're going through all these, going through old photographs at my mother's. And you miss the old days. I know a lot of you guys have gone through old photographs, you know what I'm talking about. Nice 6-guy Camaro. So, me being a record collector, I was kind of amused. I did post it on my Facebook. I found a Polaroid from my birthday in 1981, and I'm sitting on the floor at my mom's house on the shag carpeting with my, I guess I must have got it for my birthday, the record player with the 2 speakers. And I'm sitting there playing records. When I was a kid, and I still do the same thing. I don't sit on the ground, but still playing records all these years later. Pontiac GTO, 1970s, got an LS. Yeah, so I posted it on my Facebook. I said, oh, something's never changed. Got the pump for the blow-up hand wax bottle. Pontiac GTO with a big block Chevrolet. So I think I'm going to concentrate on the areas away from the speakers. We'll try to do, obviously there's no avoiding music in the lowrider room, so that's going to take a while. If it gets too loud, I have to not film the whole thing. So I'll start away from the music, and hopefully it's not like a crazy loud mess in there. My ears last year were ringing after I went through that room. 67 Super Sport Chevelle. That's Challenger convertible. It's got a Hellcat in the purple. Chevelle Super Sports, got the cowl induction with the flapper. 72. Nice Riviera. I'll come around here because there's a cheer farm back there. By the time they start rolling out of here too, I think I need to be on the road by 1. And the guy from Marketplace better show up, but he seemed like he was actually legit, so. How you doing? Good? All right, take it easy. El Camino. Galaxy 427. Oh my goodness. She's got the bulge. The Holman Moody High Riser. What a fantastic car. More of the Corvettes. I think we're going to go a little faster, and I will try to do the lowrider room. If it's extremely loud in there, I just can't do it. It wasn't bad when I took a walk in there earlier, so we'll see. It just does not have acoustics for playing loud music in that hall. And that is science, because music just bounces if you do not have the proper acoustics, and it makes it sound absolutely terrible. Speaking of which, if you ever want to go to a concert venue in LA that has great acoustics, that's newer, YouTube Theater, which is at the SoFi Stadium. I've seen a few concerts there. I think they have fantastic acoustics at that venue. So, there you got 63 Dodge 330 with a 440. There you go. 25,000 on that one. Rear body. It's a 61 Chevrolet 4-door sedan. So I think what we're gonna do is another one next to it, Bel Air. What we'll do is we'll do this line. I'll go inside. We'll do the Impalas, or sorry, the lowriders, which are mostly Impalas. But let's be honest with ourselves. I didn't mean to say it that way. I was just looking at an Impala. There, that one's for sale. And we'll do that, and then we'll do the cars on the way out. I'll clip my way through the lowrider room. Got the Acadian.
Got more into it. Just got a Pontiac.
The Canadian Nova. Pure wagon. 68 Mustang convertible. The Corvettes. 68 Camaro. Some cruising going on. So we work our way to the lowrider hall, which we will attempt to do. And after that, we will do some outside on the way out the door. Oh, he's gonna start doing burnouts. There you go. Some of the cars over here on the way to the lowrider hall. I figure it's gonna be an over 2-hour video as it is. Has to be. This is Garrett's car. Garrett's not here right now.
We got here late today.
No, I've been here since 7. Since 8. Yeah, they opened at 8.
Good work.
All right, thanks. It's Garrett's car. He helped us out with a press pass for Steve McQueen a couple of years ago. Got us in with the Steve McQueen people. Had to think about that one for 2 seconds. I don't see him, but right to him I'll say hi, but he's not. So he must be wandering around right now. Nice Thunderbird. '62 Vet. Alright, we're in the lowrider room. I'm going to try to avoid the speakers, so I don't know if I'm going to get the whole thing. 1956 Cadillac. Lowrider. So right now they're doing announcements, so we can get away with some filming. 53 Chev. I'll just do a quick walkthrough. Like I said, it's very loud here. My hearing isn't the best as it is. I do have hearing loss from my Navy days, so I have to be very mindful of that. 67. Town car lowrider. 66 Caprice. Got a 1968 Ford Galaxy lowrider. You see more Impalas than you see Galaxies for sure. 64. Ever popular Fleetwood Brougham. El Camino. 7. And wagon. '70 Chevy Impala. I think the music might be muffled enough back here. We're okay. I'll just have to cut through. There's like a lot of people now. A '64 convertible. 70s Thunderbird. He's got real popular with the lowrider guys. I think after the prices of the Impalas kind of went sky high. It's 58. It's got a 348, 3 deuces. Skirts, antennas, the whole nine. It's all set up for gambling in the back. 64. You got the Oldsmobile lowrider. I actually just found a copy of this song on 78 last week. I have a couple copies of it on 78 though. Seriously, I ever want to blow people's minds, I should DJ a car show with my 78s. I think people would be freaked out by how much stuff was actually available in 78. Ford. '68 Impala. Ford LTD Landau lowrider. 61. On a Riviera. Cadillac Coupe. Packard.
Yeah, might be actual a good way for one time my left. Yeah.
Couple 67s.
I was like, he's not looking at his phone.
61. 2002 59 Buick. Seven. Summer, I used to know a girl named Summer had a 66 Chevy. That's interesting. She's pretty funny. I don't think it's the same Summer. I would doubt it. It'd be totally hilarious if it was, though. Convertible. Got Lincoln Mark 5 Continental. Cartier edition too. Side. What does every Good Guys show meet need? That's right, more Cougars. Here we got a 67 model. First year car, looks like he's packing up. I'm gonna start heading towards the exit. We did most of the lowrider room. I'd say if I missed any cars, it was like one or two that were by the speakers. Nice Riviera. Well, we found a Cougar, so we could do the Cougar thing. 70,000 on the Riviera. I'm guessing he's been to Pomona. There we got a 56 F100 right here. We're going to try to get a few more cars. We'll start getting some of the cars that are cruising on the way out. It's been a long day. My goal is to wrap up by 1, and we're creeping up on that very soon. Another Woody, because you haven't seen enough 51 Ford Woodies. Here we go. There's another one, another Country Squire. Very nice Roadster. There we'll get this GMC big commercial rig. Oh, the guy's cursing over there. I better go this way. Now I got music. All right, whatever. We'll get you shots any way we can. Cabo rig. So we're cruising going on. Got a Jaguar. Everybody's cruising now. I got his golf cart out for the cruise. Alright, so like I said, no video for tomorrow. It's gonna rain. It's kind of hard to believe looking at this weather, but it's gonna rain. 2 for next weekend though, so we're good. I'll be back to two videos a weekend, I think, for a little while. At least 2. A couple of them are 3. The Chevelle wagon. There's that 59 Olds.
I could ride that.
All right, that's going to wrap things up here at Del Mar Fairgrounds for Good Guys Del Mar for 2026. Next week we are off to Mopar Spring Fling on Saturday at Woodley Park in Van Nuys. Sunday we're off to Pomona for the Pomona Auto Swap Meet. So lots of great stuff coming up on the channel. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, leave some comments, tell some friends about the channel. Check the tentative list to let you know what I'm planning on filming in the near future. Until next time, I'll be seeing you.